Tekken and Street Fighter, bro, is where it's at. If you want to play a true competitive fighting game, that's where it's at. You understand what I'm saying? This is a party game. This is a Mickey ass game to make players believe that they're better than what they think they are, and that's literally what Mortal Kombat is. It's a party game. That's why I never took it serious even when I was younger. I was like, yo, like when I start seeing competitive videos for the very first time, when I did watch them, I was just like, why are people taking this game serious? Like I don't understand. And when I was looking at Street Fighter and Tekken, I was like, yo, the skill is serious in Street Fighter. Even Sonic Fox even said Street Fighter is hard to play. Like it's hard to get into and all this extra shit. So if one of the best fighting game players in the world can tell you straight up that Street Fighter is not an easy fighting game to get into, like at all, nigga, when you play this game, how does that make you feel? Watch some lame ass, corny ass Mortal Kombat faggot sit there talking some bullshit about how, no man, this shit takes skill, bro. It takes skill, bro. It takes skill, bro. It's like, this is a party game with gore, nigga. Shut the fuck up. NRS is not that good at creating fucking fighting games when it comes to competitive shit. They're good at creating, cool shit and adding iconic characters from movies and like Batman and all this shit, and they're good at doing that. Like their popularity is just like up there, right? Which makes sense, especially since we grew up with this game. But don't get it twisted, bro. Competitively, Mortal Kombat is not it. Like if I go to a tournament, I'm not going to a tournament to play Mortal Kombat. I'm not even looking that way. I'm looking at Tekken and Street Fighter and Dead or Alive or Virtual Fighter. I'm looking at those games. I'm looking at those. Because when I look at Street Fighter compared to this game, I'm like, the skill is just dramatically different. Like the level of thinking is just dramatically different. Dramatically different. And I'm not even joking on that shit. Just to prove my point even further about this shit, my nigga, check this out. Majority of these characters in this game have some serious dumb shit in the game. Whether it's the special moves, combo strings, normals, when they're paired up with certain cameo fighters, doesn't really fucking matter. I put you through bullshit just like you put me through bullshit. That's why I said back in MK11, I can't tell who's good and who's not good. Just to prove my point even further, check this bullshit out. My nigga, I had to spend a fucking bar. Otherwise, he would have hit my ass with that damn move. You see how dumb interesting fighting games are, bro? It ain't even just Johnny, like I said, bro. I got other clips than that, bro. I'm just teasing you niggas at this point, bro. I got way worse clips than that. It's like, nigga, he went for a move that has infinite armor on it, and he was still about to hit my damn character, bro. What? Dude. The amount of fuckery that happens in this game is at an all-time high. And then the nerve of niggas that act like they really good or act like, oh man, I'm really the shit. Then they go to Street Fighter or Tekken and then they find out what the deal really is. You know what's crazy? I was looking at Mortal Kombat 1's reviews, like, cause they have a YouTube channel and shit, right? And it showed off like a trailer or something of this game where they're getting like 9.5 views or stars, excuse me, or ratings, or whatever the hell they call that shit. They're getting 10 out of 10s and all this bullshit. And then you got real motherfuckers like me, Mike Hollow and shit coming out and saying what this game really is and what people really thinking. And it's just kind of like, who's rating this shit? Like, who are you guys paying to make this game seem better than what it actually is? Because competitively, this game is shit. Story mode wise, when it came to chapter 8 or 9, that shit was like, what are we doing right now? Like, what is this? There was so much confusion. Like Havoc is the main like character at the end, and they call him Titan Havoc, and it was cool to a certain degree. But it's like, where's Onaga? Like y'all literally have a stage where his army is there. Y'all have so many different like teases. It's not even funny. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Why isn't Onaga a thing in this game? Like he should have been at the end of it. That would have made the story probably 10 times better. Even though certain shit in the story was just whack. But it was just, dude. And then they got like this weird ass invasions bullshit where it's like conquest, but it's not conquest. That shit is boring as fuck. That is like literally the only game mode in this game. You know, when Armageddon came out and Deception, they had these fun ass game modes like this Mortal Kombat Tetris bullshit and this chess game and you could play with your friends and they had this go-kart bullshit or whatever, and they really like cared. Like they really cared. They was like, look, if you don't want to fight all the time, you know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. You ain't got to fight all the time. You can have some fun playing go-kart racing and all this shit. It was literally Mario Kart, but it was with blood and gore basically. Like it was different, right? And adding shit like that into your game just makes your game more enjoyable and likable to play. Dude, y'all remember when fucking Armageddon story mode, bro, with Taven and Dagon, and there was a beautiful thing about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like nowadays, bro, it's like the story is just weird. The game modes are very lackluster. They're boring as hell. Not a lot of effort put into them. Fucking gameplay itself is just kind of like questionable, especially if you're trying to take this game serious on a competitive level. Like, I would never take this shit serious, like ever. Like there's so much dumb shit in this game, from you making shit that's completely unsafe and you should be punished on safe, to you protecting yourself when you do an unsafe wake up. Like, I done seen a fucking Astra player do that bullshit, and the player went for like her little, what is it? Like, she teleports through you and then she slashes. Yo, I'm telling you right now, I tried to punish this bitch, right? Nigga calls out fucking Goro, and it became like a true block string or whatever, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me I can't armor through this shit? I'm like, why the hell am I put in situations like that when you did something unsafe and I made a read and I still have to guess even when you do a wake up attack? And then if I fucking play too aggressive, I get comboed for it because you went for a wake up attack and you're using a certain cameo fighter that can assist you with the wake up situation. It's just, bro, and then the grabs, bro. It's like, why the hell do I have to guess on throws in this game? Then on top of that, did you see how he like completely fucked up his combo somehow? Like his character switched on a totally different side of him. That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. Some weird shit going on in this game. Then on top of it, like, did you notice how like my character was just standing there? I literally went for the fatal blow and the shit didn't even come out. The shit literally didn't even come out. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, bro, you talk about turn stealing. This game is at an all-time high for turn stealing. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm talking about from you being minus on block to going into like an armored move. You using a cameo fighter to make yourself safe to where you can take a whole nother turn, which is completely bullshit. Dude, your strings are just too fucking safe. You know, like where you can just press a whole nother button and shit. Like, no level of thinking. You just do it. And in some of these players, I think their brain is just turned off. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I have other online matches where I'm playing in God rank and shit, right? And you're gonna notice what I'm talking about, because I'm watching them and they're doing the same shit, and I keep punishing them for it, and they keep fucking doing it. And I'm like, this is how you guys made it to God rank? I'm like, how is this even possible? So like I said, man, there's more things that I'm willing to talk about with this game, because I ain't fucking done yet. Best believe I ain't done yet. This is just a warm up. But like I said, it's just like, look at this, unsaved and tried to literally escape. If he was using the right cameo fighter for that situation, he would have gotten away with that shit. He literally would have gotten away with that shit. Like, I'm not even joking. He would have made it either plus or safe enough to where he can't be punished for doing something unsafe like that. It's just, that shit is so irritating to look at. It's not even funny. Like, I hate that shit with a passion, dude. I hate that shit with a passion. You do something completely unsafe and then your goofy ass like makes it safe, and I'm like, how is this even possible? Like, bro, man, dude, this is a party game. Mortal Kombat 1 is a party game. Like, just like MK11, MKX, and MK9. Those games are party games. When it was in that 3D era and them old school Mortal Kombat games, nah, bro. It took skill for you to play those games. Like, you couldn't just do most of this reckless ass shit that you're doing. They need to go back to fucking 3D, bro. Straight up. Like, I missed the 3D era of Mortal Kombat, bro. That's when their games were like good competitively, I think, because you actually had to play neutral, and then all these crazy ass neutral breaking moves and special moves didn't even completely exist in the previous Mortal Kombat games. And I'm not gonna say, like, you know, the old school 3D era games didn't have like certain issues that they had in the game, you know, whether it was the matchup or certain normals or something like that. But let's not get it twisted. It's significantly better competitively than these newer Mortal Kombat games they come out with. Maybe not graphically, you know, maybe because they didn't add too much crazy shit in the game, but let's not get it twisted, man. If I had to pick, if they had remastered Deadly Alliance and Deception and Armageddon, and they added frame data, they updated like certain shit, like you could flawless watch this, you could do that, you could do this, bro. They literally have a hidden gem right there. I'm not even joking. They have a hidden gem right there. So at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna just leave it where it's at. But best believe once I get the money, bro, I'm out. You know, I hate the fact that I'm about to say this shit, but it makes you appreciate Mortal Kombat 11 more and more, and that's really depressing. That this game can make you appreciate Mortal Kombat 11 more for what it was to a certain degree. Like it makes me feel like I would rather put up with the defensive options in that game and some of the weird shit that's in that game rather than putting up with this bullshit. Like like literally, I'm not even joking. Like the amount of turn stealing is just insane. Like I'm talking about, like you could like hit someone or punish them when they try to call out like Jax, right? Jax is still on the fucking screen. Then I don't know if you guys have seen it just yet, but like I had hit him and Kung Lao with like a shadow kick because he tried to throw out a projectile, right? In the neutral, because I knew he was trying to spam fucking projectiles and shit, right? So I call out Kano too. For some reason, Kung Lao is still on the screen and protects Baraka from being hit from by the Kano ball because he already got hit and he's still on the fucking screen. That's another weird thing, is how cameos are protecting you for no reason. So you guys are gonna notice it if you haven't seen it already. You guys are gonna notice it. Just look out for it if it hasn't popped up already. But you're gonna see it. That shit blew my mind. I was like, yo, why is he still on the fucking screen? Like it's just too much dumb shit. But it makes you appreciate MK11 to a certain degree. And I'm not saying completely, but it makes you appreciate it to a certain degree. And that's all. And that's as far as I'm going with it. Because I don't want people thinking anything else. But yeah, man, this shit's a party game, bro. Straight up. The fact that niggas be acting hella sweaty in this game and trying to act like, oh, I'm that nigga, I'm this, I'm that, and then they go to a real fighting game where real thinking and real competitive shit's going on, motherfuckers have a fucking meltdown. Look at this nigga trying to rob my ass again. Hit his ass with that 4-3 and parried the fuck out of his bitch ass. That's what I'm saying. Fucking get out of jail free cards with all this block stun and pushback on it. And that's another thing. Block stun is at an all-time high in this game, especially for situations that are significantly minus on block. Fucking dumb as hell. But hey, I don't know shit. But like I said before, I'll never take MK serious, man, until they really make a real MK game. Because this ain't real at all. This is a party game, a gory, fun party game. That's literally what this game is. But you know, what the fuck do I know?
Talk about talent. Meet Hollywood's newest star. Fatality. Johnny Cage wins.